Humans of the Cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we're looking at brand new animation Chronicle reveals, and we're actually looking at new clear cards. I guess this is used by whoever the heck this guy is. I don't even know who this character is. I definitely didn't watch at this time. I know there's like Clear Vice Dragon, and I think a field spell, Clear World. That field spell is actually not the worst. There are some things that card does. It like punishes both players for like having certain types of attributes on the field, basically. But yeah, we'll see what these cards do. Basically, there's nothing really cohesive going on so far in the game, so we'll see if these cards do anything. There's like 5 cards here. Alright, starting off, we start with Clear Phantom. This is a level 3 Dark Fiend. Ooh, summonable off of Tour Guide. Maybe some synergy with some Fiend stuff that already exists. Okay, U-Bell, Unchained, all that stuff. 1200 attack, 800 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can discard this card and one other card as cost. To add 2 cards from your deck to your hand that are either Clear World and or spell or traps that mention it. That's interesting. Okay. I mean, listen, it's 2 from hand to search 2. It's super punished if it gets negated, right? You're losing 2 cards from hand, but still, that's not a bad searcher if those are, you know, these are cards you really want to get in rotation. So cool. And I'm assuming that the strategy is going to be built around kind of Clear World, which is fine. Good, not a bad search effect. Second effect, you are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. That's just nice in and of itself, just because Clear World's a negative, one of those field spells that hurts both players, but this just makes so it's just hurting your opponent. And if this card is destroyed like by anything, even your own cards, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. The mill 3 is terrible, but is there a quick effect way to like pop this guy on your opponent's turn to then get to pop something else as a quick effect, sort of? That could be something, but you don't love the mill 3. I mean, that's just free real estate in a lot of decks in the metagame, but not a bad card. I mean, as a bonus effects built in on top of like a searcher, not a terrible effect there. Alright, next up we move to Clear Rage Golem. This is a level 4 Dark Rock. Okay, so they're not all Dark Fiends. After seeing this one, I was like, are they all going to be Dark Fiends? They're clearly not. This is 1600, 1800 for the stats. Hard once per turn on the first effect. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can activate this effect. Your monsters that mention Clear World can attack directly this turn. So that would even be this card, which means just summoning this card means he can attack directly. He also makes it so you're unaffected by the effects of Clear World. And when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 300 damage to them for each card in hand. Okay. Just like a attack your opponent, just like a, you know, poking type card, I guess, for damage. But other than that, it doesn't really do much. Okay. Next up, we have Clear Cube. This is a level 1 Dark Machine. 0 attack, 0 defense. Does that make... I mean, I guess this is like a machine dupe target? I don't know. We'll see. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World? Sure. During your main phase, you can normal summon one monster that mentions Clear World in addition to your normal summoner set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. Okay, extra normal summon. And if this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon one monster from your deck that mentions Clear World. This card's pretty bad as well. I mean, I guess it gives you the additional normal summon, so if that's something that's really crucial. But to be honest, from the first 2 monsters, you're not really getting much by normaling either of these. You want to use this guy in hand more than anything. So I'm like, what are you actually summoning? And then this effect just being reliant, the last effect being reliant on your opponent removing it, is just, that's not where you want to be for sure. So, I don't know. Another just meh to me. I think the last monster we have today is Clear Vicious Knight. This is a level 8 Dark Warrior. 2300 attack, 1100 defense. You can tribute some of this card by tributing one monster that mentions Clear World. Okay, that may be partially what we're looking at with this second effect here, right? Getting an additional normal summon, he himself can be the sole tribute for him. He gains attack equal to the highest original attack among monsters your opponent controls. Okay, gets pretty beefy. You're unaffected by the effects of Clear World, of course, and your opponent can activate the effects of special summon monsters with attack lower than this tribute summon cards. Okay, that's a little more interesting. That's actually something that actually could have some legs in terms of the modern Yu-Gi-Oh game. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's only special summoned monsters. and it's only monsters on the field, obviously, because they have to be special summoned, so it doesn't negate stuff in hand, doesn't negate stuff in grave. It's only monsters on field that have been special summoned, but let's be honest, that's most of the monster effects you're going to have to deal with, period. So that's not a bad floodgate. I don't know how consistently you're able to set this up, because this guy searches spells and traps that mention Clear World, not cards. So I was going to say, like, I guess if you could just pitch this guy another card and just search your Clear Cube, search your Vicious Knight, and then just go normal summon, tribute summon, you're like, okay, I've got like a pseudo skill drain. But that's, I don't know exactly how we get to that. So, all right, and the final card here is called Clear Wall. This is a continuous spell, so this, I guess, would be one of the spell and traps that list Clear World. I don't know if there's any other spells or traps that exist that mention Clear World that have any value whatsoever, but at least you can search Clear World and Clear Wall, so we'll see how this is. Continuous spell, you can only use the first effect once per turn. If Clear World is on the field, you can add a monster from your deck to your hand that mentions it. Okay, so there's your monster searcher. Not bad. I guess that's like a fine effect, but to be honest, I mean, this card is garbage by itself. This card is dead by itself, right? Just because you basically play this at 1 probably, and only want to get it off of the first monster up there that searches both at the same time, because having this by itself is terrible, I guess. Monsters that mention Clear World cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no damage from battles with them. Fine. And while you control a level 7 or higher monster that mentions Clear World, all effects of Clear World are applied to your opponent regardless of the attributes they control. Okay, so trying to fully hit them with all the bad effects from Clear World. They're not insane. I think one of them is like they have to play with their hand revealed. One of them's like on their standby phase. They have to like destroy one of their defense position monsters or something. A lot of the other ones are like they take a little burn damage. They, you know, small things there. I guess all combined they might be like something kind of interesting, but you do have to have a big Clear World monster, and both of these basically to make that happen. I don't know. I mean, this is clearly Animation Chronicle stuff. Animation Chronicle is not a super competitive set. There's always like random, you know, stuff that's pretty spicy sprinkled in. These just, I don't think, happen to be some of those cards, but they're fun, they're cool. I will say, every time I basically do a video talking about like what a video or like a comment poll on my on the channel, I get responses talking about Clear World. Whenever I say what's missing from the anime or manga that like you want to get printed, you know, Animation Chronicles, the main set, they do that stuff in, but they'll do it in other ones. But a lot of times I do get people saying the clear cards, the rest of the clear cards, these are them. I don't know how much else would be missing after this, or if this is basically everything used in the anime. Let me know down below if there's anything missing to potentially pull this together. But there you go. If you're just an anime fan for it, you have access to it now. I don't think it has much playability competitively speaking, but it's fun. It's cool, and that's what Animation Chronicle is all about more than anything. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for more Animation Chronicle reveals down the line. We're still like a month and a half away, so you know, that's fine, and we should have like over 20 cards still to get revealed. So I'm not going to sweat too much about it. I still expect them to drop a couple of hidden gems. I mean, the Ancient Gear card that's already in the set is actually insane. We'll see what that Allure Queen Link monster does. We'll see what that Performage, the new Performage card does. Like, we'll have to keep an eye on those because those are on the cover, so maybe those are the better cards in the set. We'll obviously see those when they come. But till then, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below on these and what else might be missing from the Clear World stuff and what else you want to see from Animation Chronicle. But I'm out of here for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more things, news basically, or anything Yu-Gi-Oh from the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.